with after 250 years of colonisation. And we all know what they are. So today we thought we'd come out here and give that kōrero on every kaupapa. And a lot of the whānau that we've got talking, they've actually lived that life. So we're not academics. We've actually half died in these kaupapas to where we are today. So whānau, Tricia Walsh is a huge a story for us here in whānau that we can help our whānau to shift spaces. We've done the jail, we've done all that other kind of stuff, so now we want to focus on keeping our tamariki safe. So kia ora whānau.
Too much, my brother. Hey, hands up anybody here that's brave enough to say whether they've used meth or not in their life. Hands up anybody who knows, who has a family member that's used meth. Hands up anyone who's cried for that family member and wanted that old person back. The person they were before they used crack. Hands up to all the nannies that are raising their mokos because of meth. Hands up. Hands up to all the whānau, to all the wahine that get beaten up, beaten down by their men, or have in their lifetime. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up to the whānau members who know, who have a whānau that are experiencing violence in their lives. Hands up to the whānau who are experiencing poverty in their lives. Hands up to the whānau who worry about their mokos or their children's future. Who worry day in, day out about what that life is going to look like. Who think about the systems that control us, about the policies that are made to defeat us. Yeah, hands up to that. Because I have a dream. And in my dream, my kuia 250 years ago, she stood up on her maunga and she sung an ori ori for me. And in that ori ori, none of those things existed. There was no pain, there was no shame, there was no lack of kai. There was always a roof over our heads, and there was love. There was an intense feeling of love and pride and hope for our future. 250 years ago, that thing, that death ship, that train that the Jews were put on to the gas chambers. Who here celebrates Hitler and what he did to the Jews? But we're here to celebrate what that ship, the pain and the trauma that ship brought us as Māori. They brought with them their blankets filled with smallpox. Those blankets are still here today. They exist in the policies. They exist in the systems. It still exists today. It hasn't gone. They're killing us. They're still smoothing the pillow of the dying race. But we refuse to die. We will not lay down. We cannot lay down. Or my ori ori for my mokopuna in 250 years, it has to change. It has to return to the ori ori of my kuia, where there was hope and dreams and potential so that we could be whoever we wanted to be. And we'll never achieve that as long as the systems, the smallpox-filled blankets that carry meth, that carry addictions, that carry homelessness, that carry poverty, that suicide, the violence against wahine, the violence against children, the reason why we're losing our children to Oranga Tamariki, that ship, that symbol over there represents the pain and trauma of 250 years on our people. Trauma. And the trauma now, we're left, the residue of that is all of those negative outcomes. Imprisonment. Wahine are getting, and men are going to prison because of crimes of poverty, trying to feed their children. The education system never supported us. It was never created to see us thrive. We're going back to school as adult learners after we've been dragged through the school of hard knocks. But we still, out like a phoenix out of a fire, we rise. We rise. And we'll keep rising. We refuse to lie down and die, and that's what we need to keep growing inside us. Because it's not about us. Like my kuia, it wasn't about her. This is about them. And this is about their moko tuarua. If we don't get this right, if we don't stand up, stand strong, stand kanuhi ki te kanuhi, the future isn't going to be any brighter for them. If that's what we have to keep in our mind, in our heart, is our mokopuna tuarua, and the difference, the reason why we fight, day in, day out. You're dreaming about a world where they can be who they want to be, who they need to be, where the colour of their skin doesn't exclude them from these white places, the spaces that we're not allowed to enter. Or if we do, somehow our mana or our mauri, it takes a step back. When we walk into these spaces, they say, we hear the word activists. We're activators. We're motivators. We're poking away at the mana that's inside each and every one of us, that's there waiting for the opportunity to shine, to rise. And each and every one of us is the ability to be better than we were yesterday, better than we are today. And today we're at our best. We can be better tomorrow, better next week. That is a symbol of a nation of white supremacy who killed my tupuna Te Maro. Te Maro and the Wharahinga whānau, they're the same. Today they took his life. Today his last breath left his body. But I catch that breath. And I catch that breath in the hopes and dreams he had for the legacy he left behind. And that's what I'll pass down to my mokopuna and my mokopuna tuarua. Because that brings death. We want life. We claim life. The best life that we can have. Not a life that is being designed for us or shaped for us or created out of policies that don't honour us, that don't whakamana us as we're not even equal. We are tangata whenua. This is our place. Ours. But we're homeless. That is a symbol of hate. It's a symbol of money grabbing, of land grabbing at the expense of us. At the expense of us. So I'm gonna, I guess my 10 minutes is up. I'm gonna give a shout out to my auntie Nancy and Moko's not met. Yep. But I just want to, just if I can get us to say, you can just do this one thing for me. When I say mana, you say wahine. Mana! Mana! When I say mana, you say tāne. Mana! Mana! When I say mana, you say tamariki. Mana! Mana! When I say mana, you say whānau. Mana! Mana! Mauri ora whānau.